Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith. Thank you so much for being here. Today I am going to be doing an eyeshadow tutorial and highlight application using this new palette from Palladio Beauty. I really love Palladio Beauty because they are affordable and not a lot of people talk about them, but they have really good products. So when I was sent this palette, I thought you guys might really enjoy this. It's a nice neutral palette. You have 10 eyeshadows and 4 highlights, and it costs only $20. So I figured that you guys might enjoy this. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you like videos like this, where I do reviews on just like one single product. I haven't done something like this in a while, so let me know if you like it. So I have all of my makeup done except for my eyes and my highlight, so we're gonna hop into this bad boy right here. I have not even swatched this. I have not touched it. This is a complete first impressions. I really hope it's good though, because I think $20 for 10 shadows and 4 highlights is pretty good. If you aren't familiar with Palladio Beauty, you may have heard of them. A little while back, Casey Holmes did a liquid lipstick collab with them, and they are available in Sally Beauty stores or online at Palladio Beauty. So I'll put all their information down below if you don't know much about them. Their highlight stick is so good. I will link that down below as well. If you are here for the first time, again, thank you for being here. Welcome. I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. All you have to do is hit the red subscribe button. But other than that, let's get right on into this first impressions and tutorial. Okay, so here's a little bit of a close-up of the palette in case you wanted to hit up close and personal. Again, there are 10 shadows and 4 highlights. Okay, I've zoomed you in a little bit so that you can see what exactly I'm doing. Let me just start with some swatches, I guess. So there's 4 mattes and 6 shimmers. Let me just swatch this light shimmery shade. Pretty good. Let me swatch the darkest matte here. Ooh. That looks really, really good. Okay, I'm excited. Hopefully this is good. So I'm just going to start in the crease with this shade right here. It's kind of like a cool toned brown. And just sweep that in the crease and kind of create some dimension to start, and then I'll go in with the deeper shade afterward. In case you're wondering, I'm just using a Delium Tools 776 blending brush. I love Delium brushes. They're so good. Is it just me or do my lips look huge right now? I don't know if it's pregnancy or this Buxom plumping lip gloss. I kind of think it's the Buxom gloss because I can feel it tingling, but. So I always kind of take whatever's left from my blending and drag it under the eye as well, just to connect everything. So far, this matte shade is blending out really nicely, and there's good pigment. If this was like a super everyday look, you could even just pop this shimmer on your lid, throw some mascara on, and be done. But since I'm doing like a first impressions, I want to play with some more of the colors. So I'm going to go in next with this darkest shade and just take a little bit of a smaller blending brush to start. I don't even know. Oh, this is an IBY Beauty brush. Just any little brush like this. There is fallout in the pan. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. That really does not bother me. My Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows do that, and those are some of my favorite shadows. So that doesn't bother me, but I know it bothers a lot of people. So I did just want to point that out. I feel like without a little fallout in the pan, like you're not going to get good pigment a lot of times. So I will sacrifice that if it's going to give me some nice pigment, which this really is. And it's very blendable. I totally went into this video thinking, you know, maybe this palette will be okay. I don't have super high expectations just because of the price point. But so far, these mattes, and mattes are normally the hardest ones. Mattes are normally tough to do well when they're more affordable. So far, so good. This is really good, you guys. Really, really good. Can you hear the bird whistling? I'm right by a tree. There's a tree right outside my window. I like it because it means spring is here. So again, just running whatever's left on the brush kind of underneath my lash line. This is deepening up really nicely too. I was kind of concerned when looking at the palette, it didn't look very deep, and that's the deepest shade. So I thought, you know, if you wanted to take this a little bit further, maybe for a nighttime look, it might not work out, but it seems like you could really build up this color and make a smoky look as well. I'm gonna go in with a big fluffy brush like this. This is from MOTD. It's their Seamless Sheer Blend brush. And I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's kind of like a mustardy light brown shade. I'm just gonna use that right at the top here to blend everything, make everything look really seamless and like it just disappears into nothing. It also gives this look a little bit of warmth because these shades we've been using have been more cool toned and this shade is a little more on the warm side. Okay, so far I have used all of the mattes except for this extremely light matte that you could definitely use just to like set down your whole lid. I'll do a swatch of it here so you can see. Very, very pigmented. So those are all of the mattes. For the shimmers, I'm not going to be able to use all of them on my eye. It just wouldn't work that way. But let me just quickly do some finger swatches here for you. So here are these two. They're kind of similar. Oh no, this one's a little bit deeper. And this one's more of a yellow. And then here are these two. Very, very golden, bronzy, super pretty. Wow. Sorry, that swatch is terrible. But I think what I want to do is use this lightest shade all over the lid and really just make the lid pop. I've been loving that lately, that kind of look. So that is what we're going to do. I am going to apply just a little bit of concealer to my lid. I'm not really doing like a cut crease. I mean, it's sort of. It'll be like kind of like a half cut crease. But I just want to make sure our base here is nice and bright and it'll make that shimmer pop even more. So I just applied a little bit of the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer and I'm just going to take this flat brush from MOTD and blend that out. You always, especially if you have a little bit of hooded eyes like I do, you want to make sure you look up and that'll stamp it up on the highest point so you know where to take your concealer up to. It'll also give this area a little bit of a tackiness so the shimmer will stick down really nicely. Okay, so now I think I'm just going to use my finger. It seems like these swatch really well with the finger, so I'm just going to take some of this on my finger and pop it over that area. Pretty. I will take a blending brush after this and just make sure everything looks blended. Starting with the finger seems to work really well with these shadows. So pretty. So I'm just going to go back into this blending brush that we used with the darkest shade. I haven't put any more pigment on it, but I'm just going back into it and going right around the edges. Sometimes when you go in with your finger, it can like fold up on your eye and make little like creases. You just want to make sure all the creases are gone. But you don't want to go right over the shimmer, like the biggest portion of it, because you want that pigment to be really, really intense. I also want to take that light shimmer in the inner corners, so I'm going to take a smaller brush like this. This is from Sigma. It's their E30 pencil brush. I'm just going to go into that light shade and see how it looks in the inner corner. Oh, you know what? I could try one of the highlight shades too. We do still have to do highlight. Why don't I do that? I'm going to try this big one right here. It's more of a yellow golden tone, but let's see. Oh yeah. It's a little more intense. And I'll take that on the brow bone as well. I apologize, I really need to pluck right here. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but this is such a good palette, you guys, for this like natural glam type of look. I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and blend up here in this area, make sure everything is blended seamlessly. So that's it for now with this palette. I will come back to the highlight, but I want to finish off the eyes. I'm going to add some liner in my waterline. This is the one I love using the most. It's the MAC Photogravure Technical Liner. It's just a really deep, rich brown, and I love just taking this up in the waterline. It stays put pretty well throughout the day, and the color is like perfect. It's not too intense like a black would be, but it really gives nice definition. Next, I'm going to add some mascara. This is the Glossier Lash Slick Mascara. I love this mascara, especially when I'm going to be applying falsies or if I need it for just my lower lash line, because it really separates out the lashes. It never clumps. It won't get your lashes like a ton of volume or length, but it will just nicely coat them black. So when you're applying falsies, that's really all you need, is them to be coated black, and especially on the waterline as well, or waterline, especially on the lower lash line as well. You don't really want clumpy lower lashes. This is a really nice mascara for your lower lashes. So of course you could coat up your mascara and not apply falsies, but I want to apply falsies just to give it a little bit more drama. I'm going to be using these. I've talked about these on my channel a couple times. I get them off Amazon. They come in like a 5-pack, like an assorted 5-pack. And this is the style I'm going to be putting on today. I will link that down below in case you're interested. I really like them. They're a lot like Demi Wispies, but they're just even cheaper because you get more and it's on Amazon. So I'm just going to apply these, show you the finished eye look, and then we'll go on to highlight from this palette. Lashes are on. They're still drying a little bit. They're still a little bit wet. I did apply just a thin strip of black eyeliner as well, just so that you know. Let's move into the highlights. So there are 4 highlights. There's a pinky one, kind of like a light golden one, and a couple bronzy ones. This one, of course, if you guys know me and watch my channel, you probably could have guessed that this was the one I wanted to try, but I will just swatch these here for you so that you can see. So there's the pink one, very intense and pretty. There's a bronzy one. Ooh, actually that's really, really nice. This one would probably be too deep for me, but I could use it as an eyeshadow. So very pretty, but I'm gonna go with this guy right here. Here's a swatch. And I'm going to apply that to my cheekbones. I love using this brush for highlight. It's the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer brush. So it's really, really dense. It's actually meant to like blend out concealer or put powder under your eyes. But I love it for highlight because it really packs a punch. So I'm going to go into this shade and let's have a look-see here. Not bad. It's very pretty. Ooh, is my lash lifting? Oh, there we go. Second layer is a go. That's very, very pretty. You definitely have to build it up. I'm not gonna lie. If you want it to be super intense, you have to build it up. But it's kind of nice because if you wanted more of a natural glow, you could get that just from the one application. Oh yeah, that's very, very pretty. So I'm going to apply a little to the nose. Down the bridge. A+, to be honest, in my book. I love this palette. So this is the finished eye look and highlight using the new palette here from Palladio Beauty. Again, this is their Sun-Kissed Mirage Eyeshadow and Highlighter Palette. This was just released, new release for spring and summer, and it's only $20. My final thoughts, since this was like a first impressions, is this is worth your $20 for sure. If you are looking for a palette that is neutrals that you can use for every day, or a little bit more of a glam look but still be kind of like neutral and natural, this is definitely something you should look into. I think the shimmers in here are out of this world gorgeous, and the mattes that are provided are really, really nice. Again, my one concern was that the deepest matte was only this deep. Like, I would have loved if there was an even deeper shade, but actually this shade really built up nicely, and I think it gave me enough definition. That's really my only critique. I love the other matte shades, and all the shimmers are so, so beautiful. And I just think this is a really high quality product for the price. So definitely something to look into. Again, Palladio Beauty is sold at Sally Beauty. Sally's always has coupons. So, and you can buy online. So if there's not like a Sally Beauty near you, you can buy online from there. So you may even be able to pick this up for even cheaper if there's a coupon rolling around out there. That is it though, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below with any other ideas you have for makeup videos and things like that, other things you'd like to see from me or other products you'd like me to review. I love you all so, so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!